Hello, everybody. Welcome back over here. Yeah, it's been a few days. I haven't made any voice podcasts, but today I'm just gonna make a short one. So Thursday, uh, DCA day for most people, and here's what I wanna talk about. I first of all, I have a podcast from Monday that I didn't have the time to get it ready yet, but it's still there. So I'm gonna maybe today or tomorrow I'll put it on YouTube. So what I wanted to talk is this year, because I see a trend, like people say, oh yeah, this is not good and this that. I'm like, okay, what's wrong? What's the problem with this year? I just don't get it. Like, it just this year, everybody have their own way to get Bitcoin, to acquire Bitcoin. So some people they just buy a lump sum, and some people don't have the lump sum, right, to buy it. Like, I just don't understand. Like, I mean, everybody get Bitcoin at the price they deserve, right? The more you have, the more you wanna understand it. The more you wanna learn about it. So when somebody come to me and say something about Bitcoin, I said, get some and then come to me. Right? First, you have to get some Bitcoin first. You have to put some. You need the skin and the game, right? So after the skin in the game, then you may want to start to understand it and dig more into it. So saying that this year is bad, I don't see the positive side of that. I mean, here's the thing. I get it. Some people, yes, they want to buy it to sell it later, right? Because they just want to invest. They see it as an investment. And for most people, that's what they use it for, right? They just save in it and then hold it and then wait when they need it and they sell it. Well, I don't care what you do with your it's your money, right? So I can only tell you it's a valuable thing. It's gonna stay here for a long time, and the longer you're in it, the more beneficial it is, right? You don't sell your electrical line in your house. You don't sell your dryer when it's working. It's a technology. It makes your life easier, right? And people are saying, oh, you are not using Bitcoin when you're holding. It's like, if you think I'm not using it, well, it went up 150% in the year, right? So if you think you're not using the Bitcoin when it's in cold storage, then okay, what about the 150% that went up? It's not using, right? What else could you put in your money that could grow 150% without having to pay some tax, right? Without having to pay some fee right at the bat, right? Nothing. I don't think there's anything out there. You wouldn't have to have an account with a bank, right? And pay a bank a monthly fee. So with Bitcoin, you don't have that. You just have the thing. You take it to your cold storage, and it's sitting there, and it's working, right? It's working because it's going up. It's not going down over a long period of time. So it's like, next time people say you're not using Bitcoin when you're DCA, when you're stacking sats, when you're doing all that, then they just don't get it yet. And so that's why I look at it. I don't want to tell people what to do with our finances. You do whatever you want. You're free person, a free man, free woman out there, and you decide you do whatever you want. And only thing I can do is lay out the education, give you the the education about it, tell you what it is, and you do your own choice. Make your own choice, right? So at the end of the day, it's your money, and I don't want to tell people what to do. I think it's silly for an overweighted person sitting somewhere in an unknown location and then telling you what to do with your money. Think about that. It's like those are the most fail, and the people who fail the worst, right? They're the one who always want to try to tell you what to do. It's like, no, I don't want to. I want to do it my way, and I don't care about your opinion. I don't need your opinion, right? So I think in Bitcoin we need to be more tolerant. We need to be more willing to give people more options instead of telling them this way or that way. It's like, what do you mean people need to get to 1 Bitcoin? I just don't understand it. It's like the concept, 1 Bitcoin, it doesn't exist, right? There's no 1 Bitcoin somewhere. It's just a concept. People think, oh yeah, what do you mean? There's no 1 Bitcoin on the protocol, right? So yes, the only thing there is satoshis, right? The 100 million satoshis make 1 Bitcoin, but it doesn't mean you have to get to why does it have to be one Bitcoin? It's I don't understand. Why not maybe 100,000 satoshis? Why not 1,000,000 satoshis, right? And at the end of the day, nobody gets the better right on the protocol than others. It's not a proof of stake system, it's a proof of work. Even if you have 1 billion satoshis, that doesn't give you more right than somebody who have 1 satoshi. You have the same right on the protocol. So I just don't understand people acting you're gonna have more status, you're gonna have better ranking, better invitation. What the F you talking about? That's a fiat system. That's a fiat world. So I just don't understand. People just get it wrong, and most of those people, they're just gonna wait when it get to $1 million and they sell it to buy a Lamborghini, right? And then from that $1 million, when they sell it, and then you're gonna have the strong man, strong woman buying it, and then they're gonna drive the price to 10 million. And then they blew their socks off. So don't be those guys. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it there, guys, and I'll see you again. I'll see you again in the next talk. This was Spike over, and yeah, thank you for listening. And yeah, Spike off.